this computer. All right, we are recording and we are live, and I am so excited to be kicking off our meal prep group. And just so you guys know a little bit of background, this is a goal that I've wanted to do community-wide. Christine knows this too. I have wanted to do this, and Lisa knows this too. Yeah, Lisa's on here. I've wanted to do this community-wide for peeps because we've been talking about it. I love meal prepping. I am totally of the belief that if we have healthy foods or better foods already available to us, that we will eat them because that's just what's available, because normally we will eat junk because it's right there and available to us. So the same theory holds true. I also didn't, and we're all here because we're in the Biggest Loser Challenge. We are wanting to eat healthier. We're also here because we're meal prepping, and let's face it, our time is precious and we don't want to be spending all day meal prepping. And so let's work smarter, not harder, and come together and try this. This is the very first round that we are doing this meal prepping. And so I just ask you we have the opportunity to really grow if you've researched anything about meal prepping groups. I know Heather's been in a group before and it just works really well. We just also have growing pains when it comes to it. Like whenever you're starting anything new, you'll have some growing pains to this. So I just ask your patience in this, in that you grow with us and you help us learn how to do this better. So this is our first stab at it. And again, I told you this would be really short. And we wanted to make this simple. So to understand what we have done, we have broken up everybody. You guys filled out that form. We broke everybody up into groups based on, most importantly, the food style that you're eating by. So if you follow a specific food plan, such as if you're doing Weight Watchers, if you're doing Portion Fix, if you're doing keto, etc. We wanted to group you by that first and foremost, because especially at the beginning of the year, some of you might be trying this new for the first time and you're learning it, and some of you might have been doing this for a while or revisiting something that you know works for you. And so you're kind of in that learning phase and getting comfortable with your food again. And so that is first and foremost, regardless of what you're looking for, if it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, or snacks. We paired you based on what you applied for or what you said that you were following food-wise. Now, with that said, if you look in the spreadsheet's already been posted with the group. So if you haven't seen it, go back into the event. I can post the link again if you don't have it and you haven't seen your group, but you can get your group and reach out to them. If you don't know them or if you have trouble connecting, then let me know. Or let Heather know, or let Jesse know. Heather Brown, if you can see her in the Nationals hat there, she's been working on this too. And Jesse Abercrombie, who is the mastermind between this whole Biggest Loser Challenge, has been helping us get to it. And so reach out to your people. And our thought behind this is that you guys are going to self-organize, essentially. We would expect you to bring at least one recipe. Make one recipe per whatever you agree upon. So if you get into the group and some people just wanted breakfast and some people wanted lunch and some people wanted dinner and some of you have overlapping of what you did want, then talk about that. What do you guys want to prep for this first round? Now, these groups are not set in stone. It will be fluid. It will be from week to week because we know that not everybody's going to be able to be participating every week. And so we're working on how we designate that. Like once we get groups going and you gel together, that's great. And then how do new people come in, or how do we transition around to maybe try and meet new people, try new foods from people, and do different things. So it's going to be a lot of your feedback. So every week we could really use your help in giving us feedback. What's working, what's not, what kind of recipes, what did you do? And where do you see that we can get better at this? And so you guys are in your groups. I want you to talk amongst yourselves. Do you all want to do breakfast this week? Do 2 of you want to do breakfast and 2 of you want to do lunch? There's not one right way to do this. But we will ask that whatever recipes that you do share, that you share with the rest of us, because we are making a recipe book for all of us. There will be a Google form, and I have agreed and said that if you guys don't have time to fill out the Google form to put the recipe in there, just post the recipe, share it however you want to do it, so that we can gather it and so that we can start collecting a recipe book for the Biggest Loser group, whether you're meal prepping or not, but that will be able to pull off the shelf and say, oh, I need Weight Watchers dinner recipes. And you'll be able to have that. Or I need something that's Portion Fix friendly, or I need something that's keto friendly. And I'll share that link as well. let's see here. So you've got the group chat. We're building the library. I have notes down here in case I keep looking down and you're like, what is she doing down there? And so I think that is the most important. And we talked about the flexibility and the fluidness from groups week to week. So if something is not working, like this might happen that people don't show up. If we have habitual people that don't show up for any reason, because guys, we're all counting on each other. If we've committed to this, you guys all check that box in there that said, I am 100% committed to this. Actually, I think it was like a bazillion% committed to this. If you say that you're committed to this, we're committed to it. And that means people they're expecting their food to be provided by you, whatever it is that you have signed up for. So if we have any habitual people, we're working on that right now, like if it's a 3-strike thing or a 2-strike thing or whatever we say, or people are not following maybe what we are. Okay, people froze up. Is it just me? Can you guys still hear me okay? Okay, I got some nods. Okay, great. I just want you all to make this what you need it to be. So I have a vision of not having to spend all of my Sunday afternoon and all of my Sunday evening prepping 19 different things for my family and me. I would really look forward to having, and I look forward to trying new things too, because sometimes I won't try a new recipe because it's new and it's going to take time and I have to stop and think about it. But if somebody's going to give me food, I'm going to eat it and I'm going to try it. And I may or may not like it, but it's going to check that nutritional need that I had for that moment. And it's going to make life easier for me. And it's something else in our busy lives that we don't have to do. So I think I've gotten all of that. Ultimately, like if you guys start finding a group that you're really gelling with and you want to continue with them every week, you don't have to change people. Just tell us that. There'll be an area, like each week we can submit feedback. If you want to give it to us, I'll take feedback in a private message. Heather will take feedback in a private message. Jesse will take feedback in a private message, whatever it is. We just want it to be positive and constructive. And if you really if it's like the food you're not liking from somebody or they're not showing up or whatever, please share that as well, because we want to make this a really great program. And ultimately, Heather, I'm putting you on the spot, Heather. How long did you do your dinner group with for?
It's not. I've never done it. I need to do it.
She's not paying attention, so it's okay. We call her out. It's being recorded. Everybody knows that Heather's on the spot now. But Heather had a dinner group that she ran with her people, like from work. So Heather, you had a dinner group that you guys were running at work with work people for how long did you do it? Lunch. It was a lunch group. That's what it was. How long did you do that for?
Yeah. A couple years. Yeah. Probably like, maybe it was like 2 years or maybe 3. I can't remember, until we just kind of all, went our different ways. It was easy because we joined because we all wanted to be eating more salads at lunch, and we were tired of either 1, eating the same salad all week long, or 2, buying ingredients for 5 different salads. So it made it really easy for us to come together because of that. But so we just said, okay, well, let's get 5 of us, and you each make one type of salad 5 times, and you only have to pack your lunch 1 day a week, which was a game changer to only pack your lunch 1 day a week. And then, what I found is kind of what you were saying, but foods that I have aversions to or I don't love, like cucumbers. I don't love cucumbers, but cucumbers are in a lot of salads. And so I was just eating whatever ingredients and stuff that they would make, and I ended up loving so much food that I never would have tried on my own. And we did, like, to work around it, every one of us had like a drawer in your desk with some backup food if you were like, I really don't like this, I really can't eat it, and then you had a backup, like can of soup or something. But yeah, that's why I wanted to get back into it, because of just the convenience of doing it all.
Yeah, and so we're excited to do the groups, and maybe you do find a group that you want to do, but we were also talking about like some fun, bigger group activities where we like a soup and salad week that we could all come together and make soup and salad for each other in February. So like we're looking at doing that. So if you wanted a big group fun activity, but we also have big fun group activities, take a lot of time and planning, and it's just like That's not the point of it. We want to learn how to do healthy habits and be able to rely on each other on a regular basis. So we're going to mix it up. We're going to have fun. And yeah, we're at 15 minutes. So I want to open it up. Does anybody have questions? If you just want to unmute yourself, if you've got any questions or conceptually or suggestions right now.
From the experienced folks, how hard was it with packing? Because like, do you trade Tupperware? How do you transport and get, I guess you just give it back to each other every week?
That's a great question, because we actually found we had that problem right as we jumped in, that everybody was like, oh, wait, how do we do this? Are we going to give back people's containers? We were not good at giving back containers, because a lot of times we didn't eat together. We just gave each other the lunch that was in the fridge, and you would grab it and go. So I just bought like those big Tupperware.
Yeah. On Amazon, you can buy them for
in
super
packs.
cheap.
Yeah,
like big packs.
Yeah,
like bento boxes.
but then I didn't expect them back. But when people gave set aside whatever, get like, I don't know, my husband knew were for me and my group, and they just kind of circulated around.
I've done the same thing where I have done, I'll just buy bento boxes from Amazon that are cheap. And then I don't mind if they come back or not, but most of the time they ended up coming back around. So that was easy enough at some point. It's up to you guys. Again, that is for you to say, hey, we are going to do this, and this is going to be our practice within your first group here, or not. And I also want to say that we had the idea and we didn't want to wait on it. Could we have waited another week or two to start this? Yes, we could have. But what happens when you start waiting for things, and then it becomes bigger, and then it becomes a project, and it becomes an issue. So you know what? We're just ripping that Band-Aid off, and we're just doing this, and we'll make it work. Nobody's going to go hungry. Like, we'll figure that out, right? So, and we also have, so a lot of people were interested in freezer meals, and we have somebody that's ran a freezer meal group before too. So like, she's going to step up, and she's working on that, and I think we've got a lot of really great talents and experience, and we'll figure this out. We'll make this a really awesome project. So who else has any questions? I like this. Everybody looks like, okay, I've got this. Like, we've got very calm faces. Yeah, not the furrowed brows, like, I don't know how to do this. Guys, find a recipe. What were you gonna make this week? Because if you're gonna make it, and like you're a Weight Watchers person, like you all are pretty much within the same points range. If you're a Portion Fix person, you're pretty much all within the same portions, in the containers that you're gonna be doing. So it's gonna work. And like Heather said, she didn't like cucumbers at first, or a lot of foods that she had aversions to. I'm willing to try, like maybe not liver and onions. That is my hard no on everything, but just about anything else, I will try it, so that's what we got. If anybody's ever been on a call with me, I don't like to linger. So do we have anything else? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Okay, so we're looking for recipes. We're looking to grow this. We're looking for your feedback. And we're looking to see just what's working, those suggestions. And I can't wait. You guys post pictures in the group this week and like how you're doing it, and have fun, and like whatever you do this weekend. But set those dates, set those expectations, and my plan is to open up the form again this week. So I'll open up the form again. It's going to be a living, breathing thing. For anybody that's filled out the form in the past, so all of us that have already filled out the form, the question's been added. Have you completed this form, and has any of your information changed? If none of it's changed, you don't have to fill out the form again. It's just telling me that you're interested in meal prepping the following week. Okay. The second question is, were you in a group that you want to be with again, or would you like to meet new people? That's, so if it worked, great. If you want to keep going with them, then you have that option. We don't want to force you out of that, but if you want to meet new people, which a lot of you check that box, you want to meet new people and try new things, then that's what we will do too. So it will be up on Monday. So as soon as Sunday's done, and you guys are feasibly Sunday, everybody should be done and shared your recipes and food. Then Monday, it will be back up again to start that cycle again. And so then we can start the planning. And if somebody says waiting until Friday to find out who my group was and to start coordinating took too long, then you know what, we will start it. We'll start the planning sooner, or maybe we'll get on a calendar cycle that says, Sign Up Genius, that says that we're going to do, you can sign up for a month at a time and you could check the weeks that you want to do. That might work too. Just something, but we just wanted to get this launched because this is really super exciting to be able to do and help. Okay, so, and if your meal plans change, I'm sorry, one last note. If your meal plans change, like right now, this next couple of weeks, I'm going to be following a vegetarian to vegan plan. Like that is just what I'm doing. But I am normally very carnivorous. Is that a good word for it? I love my meats, I love my bacon and everything else. But so you have the fluid to switch groups too. So if you have a preference in that you want to go back into following just a portion fix, or you are trying vegetarian, we've got groups for that. So
Chris,
hi.
did you say that we were aiming to switch on Monday or Sunday?
I'm gonna.
Or did you say any of that?
So I'm gonna. Go ahead.
No. You were kind of breaking in and out, so we couldn't hear you over here.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So my thought is that in your group that you organize, if you say your guys are going to crank it today because you've already been talking, then it's today. If it's not and it's tomorrow, it's tomorrow. If you have a rolling schedule where somebody's going to deliver throughout the week for the week, that's what you guys are going to do. But that's on you to figure out and then give us the feedback of what works best. In my mind, I would just.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Awesome. We're good.
All right. Anything else?
Okay. Yay.
Yay. Enjoy. Everybody have a great day then. I'll get this
Thank
recording
you so
up.
much, Chris. Thank you.
Yes. Have fun. You guys have a great weekend, day.
Bye.